In this video, you're going to discover exactly how to build high-quality, authoritative backlinks to your site using HARO, also known as Help a Report Out. And this is one of the best websites out there right now if you want to drive more links to your site and build your website's authority. And it doesn't cost anything to use. In fact, recently it's actually landed me some DR70 and DR80 links to my own affiliate website. And by the end of this video, you will discover exactly how to do that yourself using my 3-step blueprint. But before we jump in, please make sure you subscribe, smash a like on the video, and don't forget to leave any comments if you have any questions about HARO and link building. By the way, if you're not familiar with HARO, or Help a Reporter as it's also known, this is basically a website where journalists will post on there certain article opportunities, and they're looking for research and feedback and opinions from people who own websites and can provide like a credible opinion on a certain matter. So for example, like a journalist might go on there and they might say, hey, I'm looking for experts to express their opinion on the best way to meditate in the morning. And then you as a website owner could reply to that. And if you're featured, if your opinion is featured in the article, then you could receive a backlink to your site. And some really like high authority websites use this site as a way of getting sources. So for example, you can see like Reuters, Fox News, Mashable, some really big publications that you can get a potential link to. And it's a great way to get PR. And the reason that journalists are using this is because they want to have social proof for their articles, so they want to make sure it looks well researched. And for you, it's win-win because you provide your opinion, you spend some time creating that, and then you get a backlink to your site in return. And you know, like this is a really big website, so they have like 800,000 sources, 55,000 journalists, and there's loads of great media opportunities on this site. So if you're looking for like exclusive backlinks, and some of these you will not find if you're doing outreach, you know, you can only get it from PR, then this is a great website to do that. Now, if you're not signed up already, simply go to sign up on helpareporter.com, and from there you can sign up, create an account, super easy to do, and it's completely free as well. And then once you signed up, you'll see a preferences section here, right, in your account, and you can basically select which opportunities you want to receive. And these will be sent to your email inbox. You'll receive them every day, and you can choose like which industries you want to get link opportunities from. So you can say, okay, I want links from general sites, travel opportunities, lifestyle and fitness articles, and business and finance, whichever ones you want to get. And the thing I'll say about this is that basically if you want to get featured on a site like this, you have to know something about the topic. So you really want to pick out the industries that you know a lot about, that you feel confident about speaking, because that's where you're going to get featured. And also for link building purposes, you want to make sure that the links you get back are from relevant sites, and therefore, you know, only go for the sites that you want to be featured on. Unless they're extremely high authority, you want to make sure the backlinks you get are very relevant and related to the industry that you work in. If you sign up to HARO, you're going to receive email updates with all the featured queries that you can respond to and potentially pitch for a link. But the problem is that most of these won't be relevant to your site, especially if you're in a very specific niche. So what I recommend is filtering your Gmail so that you only get the HARO pitches that are related to your site. So for example, you can type in HARO here, plus, and then whatever keyword you're going for. So here, let's say, for example, we're going after meditation. And then you filter down all the emails that are relevant to HARO queries for your site, right? Now what we're going to do is click into an example HARO update. And this is an email breakdown of all the potential featured opportunities that you can pitch and get linked to your site. As you scroll down, like you can click on these and you can see like there's over 40 here, over 50 here. So there's loads of opportunities. Whatever niche you're in, there's going to be potential link opportunities. They might not come every single day, but there will be some for you. And then you can see a breakdown of each HARO opportunity. So you can see, for example, here it's in the lifestyle fitness. That's the email that you should be contacting to pitch. Sometimes they don't reveal the specific media outlet, but then you can also see the deadlines. So this is when you need to reply to the HARO response to get a link to your site. And if you go outside the deadline, chances are you're not going to hear back from that reporter. Now, before you start firing off pitches, make sure that you check the requirements of each opportunity. You know, for example, here they want to make sure that no one's posting or pitching a product or service. And here you can see they're looking for fashion designers, so people with actual fashion design experience. So quite often, don't just shoot off the opportunities. Make sure that you check the requirements first. Make sure you can meet them, because chances are if you don't, you may not get featured. You want to be as efficient as possible when you're pitching for HARO. Next up as well, I'd also recommend looking at the media outlet, making sure that they're a high authority site that you're going to want a backlink from. So, if they're a random outlet that you've never heard of, maybe they're a really low DR, they don't get any traffic to their site, is it really worth your time pitching for that opportunity? Personally, I'd say no. And that's why I recommend only going after the really high authority sources, right? So for example, Huffington Post, that's a really high DR potential backlink that you get to your site. And therefore it's definitely worth your time pitching for this opportunity if you want to get a backlink from them. Now, when you're responding to these HARO queries, I'm going to give you a few tips to make sure that you save as much time and get as many backlinks as possible. So the first thing that I'd recommend is making sure that you only send like 2 to 3 paragraphs maximum, okay? Because journalists get so many responses, they don't, you don't need to write like War and Peace here, and you can just keep this short and concise to save the journalist's time and make sure that your answer isn't just a load of drivel and that it gets straight to the point. Next up, when you're replying to HARO responses, make sure that you look as credible and professional as possible, because first impressions really count here. And if there's loads of grammar or spelling mistakes in your response, then journalists are less likely to feature you in their article, which means you'll get less links back. So you have to be quite careful about that and double check everything before you send the response. I'd also make sure that when you do send a response, make sure it's really unique and completely out of the box compared to other people's responses, because that's going to make sure you stand out and therefore you're going to get more links to your site. And the other thing is as well that when people are answering these HARO queries, they're probably going to be Googling the keyword, rewriting the top search result, and therefore most answers are going to look the same. So if you write something unique, you're really going to stand out amongst a sea of other responses. And the final step that I recommend is tracking all the responses that you get and making sure that you track them so you can see your conversion rates, what links have come through, and your success so far. So, for example, like you might ask yourself, right, how long is it going to take to get a HARO link back? And the answer is that it could be a month, it could be a week, or it could be 6 months. And especially if you're going after really high authority websites, chances are they're going to have a long editorial waiting list of articles to publish, and therefore it might take like 3 or even 6 months before you get a link back. For example, like one of my friends, he applied for a HARO opportunity on Washington Post, and he did get the link, but he only got it 6 months later. So that's something you have to be prepared for. But that's why I also recommend tracking your responses on a spreadsheet so you can see your success so far, and you can see which links are live versus which responses you went after but you didn't get a link back. And just to show you how easy this whole blueprint is, here you can see this is a pitch I sent into Thrive Global on October the 28th. And you can see that the link was published. It's a DR84 link, so it's pretty high quality, high domain, and it's something you probably wouldn't normally get from outreach. And yeah, you can see like this was published a month later on November the 20th, and it's a really high quality link, like it's DR84. This website gets over 413,000 organic traffic per month, and it's just so easy, like to send a response like this. It's just one paragraph. It's very simple, very concise, straight to the point. Only took about 2 minutes to write, and that is how easy it is to land high quality links with HARO. So now you know exactly how to build high quality authoritative backlinks to your site using this 3-step blueprint. And it's very easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's free to use, and it's very easy to just rinse and repeat this process and build almost as many high quality backlinks as you want to your site. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about HARO or link building in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you want more tips on link building and HARO.